So recently I rewatched all 4 episodes of Fears to Fathom and soon 5th part will be released. And in my opinion this is one of the best horror games ever. Well, probably because I know only 2 horror games. And I was wondering, how is it to create such a cool game? Is it hard? Is this a good idea to use a real life story? And we are in luck because I know how to make games. Very bad to be honest, but okay. So today I started making my own version of this cool game, thinking about the whole story and creating the biggest map I've ever created. So stick around until the end and enjoy the video. Also, I didn't quit making my survival game, stop talking about it, stop thinking about this, no, I didn't quit, everything is fine, I just want to make something new and cool, no, stop talking about, no, stop. Well, first let me explain why I decided to make this game in the first place. So, before I even started making survival game, I want to create something similar to Fears to Fathom, but for some reason I thought that making survival game is better. Okay. And after I decided to watch all 4 episodes of Fears to Fathom again, I realized how cool this game is. It feels so real, every house, every car, every person. In all 4 episodes, the inside of the building feels so real that even I forgot that this is a game. Everything, starting from the door and ending by this box, it feels so real. Well, yeah, you got what I mean, let's actually start making it. And first what this game needs is a cool story and a place where all of this will happen. At first I thought about making it at zoo, but this idea I had like 3 months ago. Then I decided to make it at my home, where you're going to play the stupid programmer who has no life. But then I also realized that this game would be just the same as the first part of Fears to Fathom. And then I decided to make it on a lake. So I have this lake which is like a water storage where this house meant to be a pump. But I of course will turn this into a living house, and the game is going to be about a guy who is going to look for this lake and live in this house while some unusual things will happen. So if I started talking about house, let's continue then. This house is the most unique I've ever seen. I guess you can find this only in Thailand, so there's like 0 chance that I will find this in asset store. And because of that I can't use this house, except the fact that I must use it. This house is going to be the most important thing in the entire game, and I can't just find a random house and put it. I need exactly this one. So I tried a lot of ways to find this house, and of course I didn't find anything. So there was only one way out of this situation, and I don't like this way at all. Yes, Blender was the only solution out of this, and my experience in Blender is as bad as my skills in Band Wars. But still, why not giving it a chance? What could possibly go wrong, right? So first what I needed is to find a good tutorial to know basics of Blender. But if you know me, you know that I do something for 5 minutes and watch a random video on YouTube for 20 minutes. And watching tutorials also as boring as watching tutorials. Wait, what? So I'm not going to watch any tutorials and try to understand everything on my own. How hard can it be? Well, as it turns out, not that hard actually. I was surprised how well everything was going, got the basics and after like 2 hours got this. And it's terrible, but for the first time it's good. Oh, and also I deleted it completely. And started making a new one, which worked out much more better, but it's still missing something. Can you guess what it is? Door, exactly. Oh yeah, and roof as well, so... So making a roof is going to be complicated for me, but I know the guy who can help me. And while I'm finishing my house, Bugman is trying his best to make a roof. And after 2 days of hard work, we got it. With this roof it looks so real, like an actual house on my lake. Like, wow, I'm shocked. I'm sorry Blender for saying that you're bad in my last video, you're not that bad after all, I'm sorry. Anyway, that was only an easy part, now comes texturing. And well, while it seems to be easy, for some reason in Blender it's much more complicated than I thought. So after spending hours doing some nonsense with this thing, I forgot how it called, I just imported into Unity and added materials. And after all texturing, house looks pretty good, but this where things going to change. Now I need to fill it with everything to make it like a real house. So you might actually know what this means. Looking for other stupid things that will make my house looks good. Please subscribe to end my suffering. I don't know what to do. And after putting some stuff everywhere, it started looking better. Except this kitchen. Well, it's the best what I found, but it's too good. Especially this fridge. So I thought, I made this house quite quick. What if I tried to make a fridge as well? I mean, I need it to be simple, so why not giving it a try? So I did, and it's simple and exactly what I need. And after finishing some little things, I got this. It actually now looks like this house. Like, I went out for the first time ever, took a picture of original house and realized, wow, they're literally the same. Like, this meme, like, they're the same pictures. Well, I'm so proud of myself, like, I've never been so proud ever. And before we continue, I actually want to ask you to subscribe. In the last video, I said that I wanted to reach the goal of 100 subs by the end of June, but unfortunately I didn't. And I also got 9 subscribers on that video, which is insane. And we are so close to 100 subs, so if you enjoy my content then please subscribe, it will actually support me so much. Anyway, back to the video. So I made house with everything I need, and now we are moving to the environment. And first what I need to do is the terrain, and the most important thing in it is the shape of the lake. So I went out again, turned on training on my watch, and after walking around I got the shape. And as you can see, it took me an hour to walk, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to walk in the game for an hour just to finish one cycle. So after making it extra small and making so that you need to walk literally 5 minutes for one cycle, I started making water, which I just downloaded, so yeah, cool. And also started working on trees. And if you know me, you know that I want to have as many trees as possible, but because of my zero knowledge in optimization, I can't really afford doing this. But recently I watched a video from Horoscoped where he showed all 4 games behind the scene, and as it turns out, all of the trees that are far in the distance are just 2D models which are amazing for optimization. So I did it, and well, it's not the best result because I think I'm gonna have a lot of batches, probably around 5000, and if it's going to be less then I will make more trees, but I think it's going to be around… What the hell is this? So after making trees completely invisible if they're too far, game runs better, but still not the best. About this later. After making some improvements to the game script, I realized that I need to make bridge and little house. You can find it right here, but I decided to make it on the other side of the lake. And well, I also didn't find just a simple house in ASUS store, so I will just make my own. Boom! Wow, this is so cool. No, it's terrible. It's freaking terrible. Well, and as you also know, I like making Easter eggs in my games.
Ah, here we go again. 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 Ah, boy, here we go again.
But I didn't really think to make it until my friend said, hey, Gravity Falls. And what he meant by that is that moment in the series with lonely guy in the pool.
It's the nights that are the hardest.
And I thought that this would be a great idea, so I dug this hole and put a tube with a random guy who I found in ASUS store. I will try to create a good one in the future, but for now that will do. But as you can see, he is far in the woods, and of course you're not going to be able to go that far. But this is going to be the only place where you can go in the woods, and there sometimes you will hear this.
It's the nights that are the hardest.
So after some thinking, I decided I want to upload this video right now, even though I didn't do that many things, and also keep in mind that I have a second channel and also some friends to hang out with, and uploading video once in 1.5 months doesn't really fit in my plans at all. So in the next video I'm going to make everything interactable as well as finishing the story, so I hope this video will be like in a week or two. So yeah, this is it for today. I don't really have an outro, so boo.